Every time that you feel life is complicated, you're asking for it to be easy. You're asking for it to be simple and for everything to work out. You're asking for more laughter. Every time you feel tired, exhausted, and seriousness, you're asking for fun. You're asking for levity. But are you letting it be? Are you letting it be those things that you're asking for? Are you owning that that is your desire for things to be easy? Are you tapping into that and letting yourself feel the pleasure of having that desire? The pleasure of wanting things to be easy. The pleasure of wanting simplicity, because the desire itself is satisfying. Are you admitting to it? And are you taking pleasure in it? And then are you letting it be because you can? You can right now. You can stop perceiving things as so complicated. You can start perceiving more gently, more generally, more easily. You can just let things be and not get so tied up in the perception of complication. That's not complicated. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to. But you can. It's an option. It's an alternative. If you have this desire, why not let yourself, first of all, take pleasure in it? Second of all, believe in it. And third, let it happen. Maybe things don't have to feel complicated. Maybe if we just stop thinking about them so much and let them be, we stop thinking even in the doing. We just do. If there's something to be done, if that action is present and it's there in front of you, then you do it. How much resistance are we creating for ourselves? Are we throwing on our trail? I know I do it all the time. I do it all the time. This is not pointing fingers. This is just expression and a genuine question. If I have this thought that, gosh, life is complicated and life is hard, that's just launching further rockets of desire to feel the ease and the simplicity of existence. So where do I go from there? Well, I can, first of all, acknowledge that desire fully, that is what I want. And I can appreciate that desire is not just allowed to exist, but is right. And it's not just right, it is fulfilled. It's real. And I can take pleasure in the having of that desire. I can feel pleased. I can feel good in my wanting for simplicity. That's not complicated. I'm fulfilling it right then and there. I can see that I've satisfied myself in this, and then I'm just basking in the simplicity of a desire for simplicity. Full circle. When we can let our desires feel good to us, which means taking ownership of them, then we can feel good all along the way. In the birth of the desire, which came from contrast, the expansion of it, the awareness of its fulfillment, and the reception, the fully physically manifested reception of its fulfillment. All of that. All of that can feel good, and all of that can feel a hell of a lot easier. Then we let it. There's so much that we want that we just don't let in, because somewhere in that process we're stopping ourselves up We're not letting ourselves acknowledge the desire. We're not letting ourselves experience the pleasure of the desire. We're not letting ourselves appreciate the contrast that led to the desire. It's all allowance. Your desire outweighs everything. Desire wins in the end. There is no amount of resistance that can prevent desire from flowing all the way from its inception to its fully physically manifested birth into this realm. Even the doubting of that desire doesn't keep it out. Even the doubting that it could come to fruition, as long as you are acknowledging it, owning that desire, and feeling the good feeling of it. You can feel the longing too. Feel the longing. Absolutely, abso-fucking-lutely feel the longing, and feel how good it feels to want something intensely. Because it does feel good. It is immensely satisfying. And then feel the pleasure of it. Because it feels good to want things. If you're just doing that, bouncing back and forth between those two, even when you're feeling a doubt, the disbelief that your desire could be satisfied, oh, it's paltry, it's puny. That's not keeping it from coming true. Because it already is true, you see. It's true. You couldn't desire, you couldn't feel that feeling of wanting for something that didn't exist. It exists. That's why you want it. It's real and it's coming to you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So why not feel good all along the way? Because that's why we want anything anyway, is for the way we think it'll make us feel. And when we recognize that we can feel that feeling that we're desiring to achieve right now, and we don't actually need the physically manifested thing to feel the way we want to feel, we can skip straight into the feeling. What are we using as an excuse not to just feel good now? How is it that we want to feel? Can you see that when you are imagining into the place of desire, you are evoking that very sensation? When you ask yourself why you want something, why do you want this? What is it that you want and why? And I don't mean rationally justifying, well, this would give me blah, blah, blah. No, why do you want it? Emotionally. Why do you desire it? What emotional state are you believing that this thing is going to bring to you? And then when you are tapped into that space of this is why I want it, because this is how it feels to have it, you have it. You have it, and you've entered into the emotional fulfillment of having received that thing without anything physically changing. And now you're realizing you didn't need anything physically to change in order to receive the emotional fulfillment that you wanted. You asked and it was given. It always is. Tap into the space of receiving what you've just asked for. And it literally, the physical representation that you had attached to it, it can't evade you. It can't stay away from you. It can't miss you. It cannot. If you can take yourself into that emotional space of the feeling of what it is that you wanted being here, which again is just asking yourself why. Why do you want it? Why do I want life to feel easy? Because it would feel easy, because it would feel like peace. It would feel like flow, because it feels like vacation, like this exhalation, like relaxation, like an open-ended adventure. It feels like my toes in the sand. It feels like something tasty to drink in my hand with a little umbrella. It feels like fun. It feels like play. It feels like smiling and laughing, belly laughs, and dancing in the rain. It feels like anything is possible. And it's all open to me and waiting for me to discover and delight in and enjoy. That's what it feels like. And so I have that feeling. It's here now. I don't need anything to change. Life is easy. Sometimes we ask for effort. Sometimes we ask for complexity. Because we have a desire to experience those things. But how easily does that come to us? How easily does complexity come to us? Because really, underneath it all, it is easy. 11:11 as I looked up. Underneath it all, it is simple. Underneath it all, it's effortless. How quickly and effortlessly everything comes to us. It absolutely does. It is all taken care of. It really, truly is. And if we want to feel that, then we just got to let ourselves feel that. Accept the desire. Tap into it. Feel how good it feels to want it. Feel why you want it. In your feeling of why you want it, you will find the feeling of receiving it. And it's done. It's done. You've got it. It's yours. You did it. Effortlessly. All of it is done in here. The entire process takes place internally. If there is some physical step to be achieved, it will present itself to you. And you will be available and you will not miss it. It will be action that is ready to be taken, and you will be ready to take the action. That's it. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. It's not more complicated than that. It is that simple. The foundation of this existence is freedom. The result of it is growth. And the purpose of all of this, all of it, is joy. That's it. I love you.